Greens, guys, this is Dredge. Hope your weekend was amazing. Hope everyone's doing wonderful. You know, all good vibes here. So most of this video is going to be, I think it's actually even split between low-sec and null-sec. Here we're starting off with a couple tower fights. Initially, I don't really want to fight AFs in the tower. I'm very not keen on it just because it's all damage control and the KD ones are a nightmare. This wolf catches me on the outside. He ends up being the long point Artie wolf. For whatever reason, I don't know if he just didn't advocate his MWD or I don't know. We get a scram on him. And that's dope. So I initiate 500 meter orbit there. And I'm probably going to kill that wolf. I'm okay at this point. I thought I was going to die though. So that beam registers do a lot of DPS here. Up this point, actually, I thought he was pulses. So you see, I'm keeping my I'm at about 15k here, and he's doing very little, if no DPS to me, which is very peculiar for a pulse, a beam registry, right? They're good to basically project out. So I'm like, oh, his pulses, I can't orbit that. I'm not noticing the damage notifications that are popping up seeing these beams. I'm like, alright, let's just pull range and see if I can escape here, because he's going really slow at one point, but he activates his MWD to keep up with me. But he does end up having cap problems and his long point drops, so I end up actually escaping here. But if I went with the strategy of orbiting this registry at 500, we could have probably killed this registry too. It's just a shame I wasn't thinking about that and trying to be a bit of a coward there trying to escape. I was totally not expecting to kill that wolf or either of these AFs. Had that wolf pulled range with his MWD, the incoming DPS would be too much and we probably went down, but GF to those guys. Okay, this is a really nice fight against an Algos. I slid into him. I should have really took the time here whilst we have an invulnerability period just to check like what guns he has. I was going to expect blasters or autos, so I set a neutral orbit at 5k here. Had I seen like the notification as to whether it's rails or something, I'd switch that orbit into a 500 orbit, try and get under his gun somewhat. But since I seen that he's blasters, I was just either expecting blasters or autos. Trying to get either void, anti-range, or into far fall of autocannons. And yeah, he seems, I'm not sure, I think he was MWD web scram, so it takes us a good while to pull range from him. Just because of the base speed of that Algos and the web. It's taken us a long time to pull with just our AB. We do eventually get his void range, I think. So he was using the smaller blasters, which is good. This is a really nice fight against a Catalyst too. It's a very peculiar Catalyst fit this guy's running, like pure like hull buffer. I don't think he's doing any like damage, lows or anything. So interesting. I get like 11k HP. Doesn't do much DPS as you can sort of see. I'm keeping orbiting him at 8k here since we have range control. I'm forcing him to use null here. Keeping out his void and anti-range because we don't really want to be eating all that DPS. We're blind fighting for rage. Our rage is out to about 12 to 13k, which is perfect. And we should have not too much of a problem tracking or applying to this destroyer for rage missiles, even without a web. Seems to be doing well, but he takes a good while to go down actually, just because of that crazy hull buffer. And he does get for a shield buffer, but not a small antis. Nevertheless, GF to those guys. Okay, at this point I've been roaming for a while looking for a fight. I see a V9, I know there's another V9 at jump gate, so I'm expecting a second one. I kill this Tristan. Just get like a little frag there, just get him off field. And I'm hoping to hail down this V9. Now, V9s are incredibly tanky now with the, like, I guess, what's called change. The V9 now it has a rep bonus. It can't use as much drones as what it used to be able to, but they can tank like a beast. They're a quality little, you know, like solo, small gang in a ship, and then they're pretty gnarly. And at this point, you'll see that I've hit a chunk of my hull. That's from an Ishtar that I wasn't unable to kill. Yeah, he got like I think it's like a 1.7k volley with a gecko. That's why I was also so keen to kill him, so I want these goddamn geckos. But I disengaged because I don't want to feed another like stab or two. What do you call it? A ratting Ishtar. So I see the other V9's coming at this point. I see the Comet. I was hoping I was going to break this V9, but he starts just like tanking like a champ. Which I was going to expect in these V9s. I was hoping that maybe they'd be near players or I don't know, be like purely fit or something. I'm so close to breaking him. But they have like a lot of hull buffer that I need to chew for as well. I think he might have also potentially been bait tanking. So at some point, there you see his reps just go through the roof. I don't know if that was maybe him using just a regular medium rep and then use a medium anti there. So I decided to go into the Fennim Comet at this point. It's unfortunate I have hail loaded here. Had we had fusion, we could have potentially maybe tracked and killed this guy before I go down. which would have been a nice extra little kill. Yeah, I try and pull range from him. I'm getting U'd off of some source here, which is really rough for us. I'm expecting to just go down soon because we don't have that hull buffer to sort of like tide our reps with. And I end up burning out stuff, and I feel like I was going to die anyway if I didn't burn out that repper. Fortunately, I'm unable to kill that comet before we go down as well, but that's a fantastic little brawl, and that's exactly what I want from null-sec. Little fights like that, which are, even though we didn't take too much there, we got a nice little brawl. That's what I want. Looking back in that footage there of that fight in the stabber, I should have kept that VNI like 5k or something, just keep out his blaster range. That's something that wasn't taken into consideration, maybe keeping out his void and antimatter range there. You also notice I was ripping out implants here, because god damn it, did I pop a filament and forget that I had like Metal War implants in. So I was like, oh god damn it. So yeah, I ended up ripping those. Not too crazy, they were all 3% hardwiring, still a little hit, but hey. So I'm out in Hurricane here. This isn't too interesting. We get this Hecate kill, which is sweet, before the blob arrives, and I get off and I pop another filament. Where? We get a fantastic brawl, by the way. Probably one of the best fights I've had now. Wee whales. Not like crazy, but this is like I said, man, like a brawl like this is what I'm wanting from null-sec. Well, say I get a brawl. I'm the only brawly thing here, but it still ends up being a really nice little fight here. I worked at a site that had a Gila in it. So the Select and Garmer was here also. They were looking for the same mark here. Both wanted that Gila. This is a small gang or some form of filament fleet I'm going to be fighting. It's not your regular null-seckers. Or like people who actually want a PvP, right? So I'm trying to force off this sled with Barrage. It's not working too well. I'm quite happy with what's on D-scan at the moment. Munin, that's definitely something I can potentially kill if I catch. It's going to be a lot faster than me. But since I don't see any Logi at the moment or stuff that can disrupt me too much in killing this Munin, I want to get on top of that Munin, scram him, and then just nuke him. Silo tail, and thankfully Munin wasn't paying too much attention, so we get that scrap blip, and I am very pleased at this point. I pop my drugs here because this Orpheus does insane DPS to us. When we do eventually end up dying, he does about 50% of the DPS through this whole engagement. My god, does he hurt. Not so much just now, I'm not sure if he's reloading ammo or he just isn't applying his DPS yet. But once you see the Orpheus DPS coming in, it really starts to push your tank. So now that I'm on this Munin, his shield buffer's gone, I've got a Munin. That's like a 450ml Munin. I am, as positive at this point, I am chill. Bifrost is still on us, Scram Web. He's probably dead now, fantastic. Now I'm just kind of like thinking about what to go for next. Maybe the Orpheus isn't on point. Yes, really far out, as Orpheuses will be if they're long point bonus and they're scrams. I'm like, I'll go for it, man. But if this Orpheus is on point, he just scram me off. There's probably no chance of me catching this Orpheus, but we try because it's the only real thing I can maybe go for. I do think I end up switching to Barrage and just trying to force off the sled or kill the sled though. It might have actually been worth going for that Garmer. Actually, it has a bigger sick. So it doesn't have the reduction bonus, right? So maybe I should have really went for the Garmer with the Barrage. I see the Vedmat come in. This is a huge mistake I make. I thought I had the MWD on, but I think the Slayo came back in and scrammed it off. And I didn't notice. Had I had the MWD running, you seen we got to 15 km of that Vedmac, or he just rammed us. Had I had MWD towards him, we might have been able to scram him and just like nuke him down as well. So I'm very disappointed in myself for that. That's another big mistake. The RB comes in and I'm like, okay, maybe we can ram that, but at this point my tank's starting to struggle. That Orpheus is doing work, you know, the Vedmax, and now we're pretty much dead at this point. So GF to those gentlemen, that's a quality little fight, man. I'm very pleased. And for our last fight, I was really hoping that one of these guys wouldn't aggress and maybe chase me, but they don't. So this is 3 Hecates and a Catalyst, which is insane DPS, but I'm hoping to potentially kill 1 or 2 before I go down. And the Hecates, actually turns out that they have remote reps, 1 each. So it wasn't really what I was expecting. I was expecting a lot of incoming DPS. I was trying to get that MWD heated away, and then make it so the Hecates take a bit longer to get into range. I can potentially kill 1 before all the others get into range. I'm expecting them getting quick, but maybe that little extra bit of time can buy me like a killer or 2. So I start nuking down this Hecate. Income DPS is pretty massive. I guess they were in propulsion mode until they got into range and then sharpshooter, because income DPS at the start isn't too crazy. But you can see now I need to keep that XLA speed like on the go. This Hecate isn't going down, he's repping like a champ just because the other 2 Hecates have remote reps on them, which is a nightmare. I don't know if the Catalyst did as well. Might have been a choice to kill the Catalyst first and then go on to Hecate, but looking at how this actually turned out. I don't think I would have killed the Catalyst and then a Hecate. So I feel like killing the Hecate was better than a Catalyst, you know what I mean? But maybe if we killed the Catalyst really quickly, we'll tank longer, get another Hecate or something. I don't know. Catalyst might have been the right call there. But that's still a nice little brawl fight. I wasn't expecting to win that or like leave unscathed. But nevertheless, boys, that's a really fun fight, Jeff. That's all the fights I have for you, except this one, like a Tower versus Comet. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm digging the null-sec thing, man. I want to start doing like bigger things like VCs and occasional battleship. I feel like the kind of null-sec architecture doesn't really lend itself well to battleship rooms as it did back in the old days. But we'll give it a bash. I feel like those Hurricanes are going to be quality fun. Because those are really cheap, man. I think those are, what, only like 80 mil or something? I have a lot of tank, you know, could probably get a bunch of kills out of those. And yeah, super cheap after insurance-ness. It's good, it's good. I like that. I like those Hurricanes. Try and get some Cyclones in the mix. Some of these things. I've brought in some Typhoons and... what's the other? I think it was a Tempest I brought into Amaki, so I'll probably get them out in a filament. See how they do. I'm not expecting too much. Maybe get dropped on or something, which would be interesting. Never been dropped on before, I believe. But yes, do hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, man. New week, new Monday. Hopefully you guys aren't, you know, are prepared and stuff. So yes, do take care, boys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, do take care, guys.